the season. Strike one. Now we'll throw over to Carroll just to keep him honest. Story for Glasnow entering 2026 personally, similar to how it's been most of his career. Wants to be able to post throughout a full season. There goes Carroll. Perdomo grounds it off of Freeman's glove at first base. Glasnow throws to first. Freeman's got it, and he's out. What a recovery from Freddie Freeman.
That tests the ankle, doesn't it? As healthy as could be, but all that twisting and pushing off and getting back and then stopping around the base and getting your foot on it. Arizona thinking about challenging it. We'll take a look right here. He's out.
No challenge. So 2 outs in the inning, and Carroll now at second.
Very nice play by two guys that are over 6'5". Definitely both of them over 225 pounds, but they played like they were very, very nimble.
The old 3-1-3 for out number 2 in this first inning. Now the DH, Pavin Smith. Strike one on the outside edge.
The deflection off of Freddie's glove. Now he's got to find a place, decide to go for the ball or go to the bag. He makes the right decision, and so does Tyler Glasnow, quick off the mound.
On the 0-1. Glasnow misses with the curve. He thought it was strike 2. No helmet tap from Will Smith.
I thought it was a strike, but Will motioned to Tyler that it was slightly up with his bare hand. It was a strike.
Carroll dancing off second, the 1-1. Comfortably upstairs. You know, or one last question for you on that previous play. As a pitcher in that moment, what percentage of you is thinking, put this in your pocket instead of throw to first?
Well, the great thing that Tyler did was he didn't put it in his pocket, but the other thing was he threw it gingerly to Freddie so that it wasn't going to go very far away. And Miggy Rojas, the veteran, was backing up and had plenty of time because of the deflection to get over there. So Tyler did a great job managing his emotions in the midst of that baseball play that could make you really hurry up and throw it down the right field line.
2-2 pitch. Smith slaps one through the left side. And with Carroll's speed, he's rounding third. The throw in is late. And the Diamondbacks strike first with a 2-out RBI.
The non-challenge by Will Smith, thinking the curveball was high, looms large here in the first inning, possibly giving up the run because all of a sudden you don't get a strike and get Pavin behind in the count. All of a sudden he's a little more hitterish and finds a way to find a hole.
Now Nolan Arenado, strike one. What a flip of the script against Glasnow in this first inning of 2026. Because again, with 2 strikes last year, opponents hit 081, but the 2 hits in this outing came with 2 strikes.
Dodgers setting themselves up for another come-from-behind victory.
The 0-2. Arenado pops it up to Freddie Freeman. Foul of the line. That ends the first inning. A runner stranded, but a runner did score. So the Dodgers have to do what they did the last 2 nights. Come back.
Mericala.
Lineup in the series finale presented by your SoCal helpful Honda dealers. Ohtani, Tucker, Betts, and Will Smith the first four as Freddie Freeman drops down to the 5 spot. Teoscar Hernandez will hit 6th and left. Santiago Espinal's first start in LA. He's hitting 7th. Andy Pajes in center. And Miguel Rojas to finish things out at second base. Veteran lefty Eduardo Rodriguez making his season debut, coming off a couple of tough years to begin his Diamondback tenure. Now the toughest test to start. Shohei Ohtani. Ball one inside.
Back in 2023, Rodriguez signed a 4-year deal and really has struggled so far since signing that deal with Arizona.
Is 1-0. Foul back off James McCann, who's in a world of hurt.
Shohei not only pitches and hits as a DH, but he's also a nurse on the field.
And a diplomat. You give McCann a moment to get back to equilibrium, or as close to it as you can get.
Rodriguez's stuff, which was featured in the WBC, where he had really his best outing since putting on an Arizona uniform. And he was fantastic, but these numbers right here show that he has struggled.
Rodriguez with the 1-1. This is down and in. This is the 3rd year of a 4-year, $80 million free agent contract for Rodriguez. The 2-1 coming. Not close. Ball 3.
Rodriguez, somebody that the Dodgers actually traded for, and he declined the trade. And thought it was about the West Coast and wanted to stay on the East Coast, but then he ends up signing with Arizona.
The 3-1. Ohtani takes, and it's a leadoff walk. With back-to-back years in the regular season where Rodriguez had a bunch of missed time due to injury and an ERA north of 5, but in the World Baseball Classic, the championship game against the vaunted American lineup, he shut them down for 4 1/3 innings, just 2 base runners through 57 pitches, left in line for a win. Of course, Bryce Harper's home run spoiled the decision, but not the final outcome for Venezuela. First pitch, strike 2. Kyle Tucker.
What a start to his Dodger career for signing the big deal and filling the hole in right field for the Dodgers, moving Teo over to left field. He's had a hit, a walk, an RBI. Runs scored in both games.
Behind 0-2. 2 games, 2 hits. Both of them produce an RBI, and for last night, it was the game-winning RBI.
Push that run across and handed the ball to Edwin Diaz, who got it done also. The 2 newcomers breaking on top.
Rodriguez hooks ball 1 low and outside. Diamondbacks 1, Dodgers nothing. Finale just underway. Ohtani on first base. That walk pushes his on-base streak to 34 games, stretching back to last year. 1-2 is bounced in the dirt.
We're going to see this all around the league with this lineup of the Dodgers. When they attack early, and once they get ahead, they're going to try and get them to chase. But Dodger hitters, they will not chase. They're not going to be panicking with 2-strike counts. Great 2-strike hitters last year and added another one right here in Tucker.
Rodriguez looking at Ohtani, delivers to Tucker. Strike 3. That's a perfectly placed sinker.
Right at the hollow of the knee, borderline. Tucker thinks it's going to continue down, but it maintains its altitude. Caught well, called well. It was a strike.
Now Rodriguez, teammate Mookie, won a world championship together in 2018 with the Red Sox. 1 on, 1 out, 1-0 Arizona. Strike 1 fouled away by Betts, who had a big swing last night. The Dodgers trailing 2-0 entering an inning, Alex Freeland hit a home run, and then Betts flipped the scoreboard with a 3-run shot to the opposite field. The 0-1. One on, one out, 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Betts, ground ball to Arenado, throws across his body. The turn. That's 2. Leadoff walk doesn't hurt Rodriguez. Is going to lead off for Arizona in the top of the second. Last night, 2 for 3, a pair of doubles, drove in 3, and also walked 1. So Torey Lovullo giving the Chicago native a promotion in the lineup. 6, 7, and 8 against Glasnow. The Diamondbacks leading 1-0.
One of his hits, he was on time, getting his foot down, good swing, and another one he had just enough time where he stayed back and reached out, poked it out there.
Talk about getting the foot down, and that is something that the Diamondbacks have been trying to preach to Thomas when working on his swing. Will Smith will tap the helmet there. ABS challenge.
Call the ball. The catcher is challenging.
Powered by T-Mobile.
Will is 2 for 2 so far this year. 2 for 3.
Call is confirmed. Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
How's that relationship with your home plate umpire now? Sorry about that, neighbor.
Anthony Visconti vindicated. So 1-1 on Thomas. Dodgers lose one of their challenges. Thomas hits one hard to right field. Tucker will drip back, reach up, and he makes the catch on the warning track as that one sailed a little extra on him at the end.
He was timing that ball, and the strides were the right length. The speed maybe on the turnover a little short, but he had enough to get there just with the end of the webbing of the glove. Glasnow brought the curveball up a little higher to get a call for a strike, and Thomas almost got it.
There's a strike on Carlos Santana. A couple of weeks away from his 40th birthday. Waves at strike 2.
Both he and Arenado are at the age now where they will cheat on the heater, and if they're cheating too much, the breaking ball is going to give them a lot of trouble.
Down on 3 pitches. 2 gone in the second after Glasnow's first strikeout.
It's a breaking ball, and it wouldn't have been called for a strike, but it is a strike for a while and then buried in the dirt.
1 down, 6 more to go. If the Dodgers get 7 or more in a game, that means you get a free Jumbo Jack from Jack in the Box tomorrow in Los Angeles after you buy a large drink. James McCann bounces a strike into the Dodger dugout. Go from Santana to McCann. Separating them by 1 batter is Nolan Arenado. Concerted effort from the Diamondbacks to add more of a veteran presence. McCann has some time there, some more familiarity, but Arenado and Santana, newcomers. And while Corbin Carroll's the face of the franchise and Geraldo Perdomo seems to be the vocal leader, a lot of vets in the clubhouse. Sounds 1-1, strike 2.
A little late collapse last year by Arizona down the stretch, maybe wanting some veteran presence for those big moments in September to kind of finish off a season.
Glasnow trying to finish off this second inning. The 1-2 is in the dirt.
There really is something about having veterans in the clubhouse. It's one thing for the coaching staff and the manager to voice an opinion or steer the ship, but it's another thing when the ship is being steered by the guys in the clubhouse in uniform.
2-2, got him swinging. Back-to-back Ks on curveballs to finish a 1-2-3 second for Glasnow.
Where it happens to be Will Smith bobblehead night, the bobblehead that represents his Game 7 of the World Series extra innings home run that won the game. And his daughters, Leighton and Charlotte, got to throw out the first pitch with the help of their mom. Maybe even a little roll, but Will has talked about how special that home run was. He even shared with me, when he woke up that day, all he was thinking about is you want to give your chance a team to win. When he entered the box, he did just that, guys.
No question, Kirsten, a swing that'll last for all time in Dodger lore off Shane Bieber in the 11th inning.
There are late home runs in games 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, but you hit the 1 in 7 in extra innings. That's memorable.
He's in the radio booth with our friend Mo, Rick Monday. Something about that number 16 being clutch, but that number 16 hitting big postseason home runs for the Dodgers north of the border. Ball and 2 strikes on Smith. You're leading off the second. The Dodgers trailing by a run.
The promo for Will's bobblehead was a customs agent not letting him back into Canada.
Bo joked when he watched that. Get used to it. Rodriguez with a 1-2. Misses downstairs.
We're going to have to test the theory, though. We're going to end up on the first road trip heading to Toronto after Washington.
Two on the way. Straight foul.
That's a great foul ball. 93 miles an hour, and he's late. What does that tell you? The main off-speed pitch, the changeup. He is ready for everything. Fastball be hit to the right side of the diamond with that timing. Changeup be hit up the middle or to the left side.
Work the count full. Freddie Freeman waiting in the wings. The payoff to Smith. Fly down the right field side. It's going to slice out of play, and we'll do it again.
A lot of respect. 3-2 count, no out. You get a changeup. Guy on deck is ready to get hot. He has hit the ball real hard and has nothing to show for it so far this year. First time in a Dodger uniform that Freddie has gone 0 for the first 2 games.
The 8th pitch from Rodriguez, a 3-2. Smack to right field, right at Carroll for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So far, 8 ABs for Freeman this season. He is 0 for, but he has had 4 balls well struck die at the warning track or get caught at the fence. In one instance, the swing is in a good spot. Now the results just have to follow.
Yeah, he is back spinning the ball to left field, which tells you the swing's in a good place. It's not side spinning, and yeah, just falling a little short. If the weather was a little hotter another month later, I think you'd probably have 2 or 3 bombs.
The 0-1. Softly hit, but it finds a seam up the middle.
Hard hit balls are overrated.
The first hit of 2026 for Freeman comes with 1 out in the second.
Kind of a flashback to Chris Taylor. Barrels are overrated.
Go from one guy who has seen Eduardo Rodriguez well in his career to another. Freeman now 9 for 16 against the Diamondback lefty. Teoscar Hernandez 10 for 26. It's a .385 clip with 7 extra base hits and 3 home runs. Ball 1 low. Bouncer foul, a ball and a strike. So much has been made throughout the spring about the shape that Teoscar Hernandez entered camp in. Getting back to 100% health, though, that number, 100%, more important to him than the 15 pounds that he shed. A little tardy on the fastball, 1-2.
Win a world championship, go back to back and still have individual goals. Think about Mookie Betts and what he went into the offseason and accomplished. Then he goes to Oppo yesterday. Teoscar, his goals for coming into this season.
1-2, broken bat liner to Perdomo at short. Freeman will retreat to second, or excuse me, to first after the second out. First Dodger plate appearance for Santiago Espinal. One-time All-Star in 2022 right here at Dodger Stadium. It's a non-roster invite to spring training. Made the opening day roster. Strike 1 from Rodriguez.
They've made some adjustments since he put on the Dodger uniform, trying to steady that leg kick that we just saw, not as quite as high as the old one that we see with Justin Turner.
Tap to second, charging in Marte. He's going to do a little dance with Freddie Freeman, and now he just wants a hug. Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers got a hug.
On authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Los Angeles Dodgers, the official source for your Dodgers gear.
Tyler Glasnow will welcome 9-1-2 from the Diamondback order to the plate in the third. Arizona leading 1-0. Trying to avoid a season opening sweep of the D-backs. The Dodgers trying to complete one. Ball to strike on Jorge Barosa.
Pretty special rotation when Tyler Glasnow is your number 3 coming out of camp. Well, then tomorrow you get Sasaki, and then the one after that, Ohtani, and back to Yamamoto. Good luck, hitters, going against the Dodgers, especially against their starters. And it looks like the bullpen is rounding into form. Even 2 games into it, they have gone 8 2/3 innings already in 2 games and have not given up a run.
Two and two. Tried to finish him off with the curve, but Barosa didn't bite.
You'll see curves like that break like that when they're right down the middle that they'll swing at, but he didn't give them anything right there. It was low and wide, so they didn't have anything to swing.
Dialed up the fastball. Barosa fouled it away. His first 2 strikeouts tonight. The last 2 outs of the second inning both were on the curve. His final spring tune-up against the Angels in Anaheim, 11 strikeouts, all on the curve. 3-2. Barosa sprays it the other way into the left field corner. And he has 2 standing up to lead off the inning.
Outstanding job, just like we commented with Will Smith, staying on the fastball to go to the opposite field, being able to still hit the off-speed stuff like the curveball. So that slap to left field was well planned.
Third hit for Arizona in a 2-strike count against Glasnow. Now the top of the order, and Ketel Marte. 1-0.
See if Arizona can play small ball. Ohtani did a great job last night moving over Freeland after a leadoff double, and then Tucker drove him in. Both left-handed hitters, Ohtani and Tucker, doing the job after Freeland got on. Arizona can chip away with a couple of productive outs here.
Bouncing ball to first. Backs Freeman up. The underhand toss to Glasnow. It's a productive first out for Arizona. Barossa now on third. Archer Jerky would like a word.
Fuel your game day with Archer Jerky and Meat Sticks. Find them at grocery and club stores near you.
Dodgers draw the infield in. Same depth last night that Arizona brought their infield in, and Tucker beat it. Glasnow looking for some swings and misses here.
High curve.
High risk bringing the infield in here. AS to cut the run down, but if it gets through, Corbin Carroll can turn it into a double. Either by hitting it for a double because he gets it down the line when they're pinched in, or just getting a single and then being able to steal second.
One on, one out. Glasnow's 1-1 pitch to Corbin Carroll. This is low. On a 2-1, Carroll bounces a second strike off the plate.
He's thrown the slider down and in. He's thrown the fastball, and he's thrown the curveball right there to get to the 2-2 count. If he goes north-south, that would be more the curveball in the dirt here or the fastball up.
Now back over the net. At least one more coming. Carroll 1-for-1 legged out. An infield single was initially called out. Diamondbacks had that call successfully overturned with a challenge. Came around on Pavin Smith's RBI single. Barossa on third, one out. Fly to right center field. Pages and Tucker converge. Pages will make the catch. Barossa's going to tag from third. Here's the throw in, and it's a hair late. Sacrifice fly for Corbin Carroll. And the Diamondbacks, just as they have in each of the first two games of the series, take a 2-0 lead.
A very good outfield arm out there with Andy Pages, but it's just too deep for Barajas. His speed. Barossa just quick enough. You see the tag on time. Able to take an angle where he slides by home plate, then grabs it with his hand.
2 outs, nobody on. 2-0 D-backs. First pitch, line drive beyond a diving Miguel Rojas, and Perdomo finds his way aboard.
This game smells like the first two. Down 2-0. Not a struggling starting pitcher, but not dominating. Yamamoto in game one gave up a 2-run shot, but that was it. Emmett Sheehan struggled a little bit, giving up his couple runs.
First pitch strike to Pavin Smith. He made it 1-0. First inning. Was supposed to start opening day. It was a really late scratch with elbow soreness. Felt good after batting practice on Friday night. So drew back into the lineup. Now second straight start for him. Perdomo takes off for second. Smith will not throw down.
Perdomo had a good jump. It looked like he was almost going on first move. Not really reading the delivery or the possible pickoff. He just burst as soon as Glasnow flinched.
Runner in scoring position, 2 out. Glasnow delivers. Smith fouls away a second strike.
You're on the mound right now. It feels kind of like a normal game. Yeah, you're not mowing them down, but 2-0 is nothing in the game as long as it is with this offense. But you give up this third run, you start to feel like, what's going on?
Glasnow will try again. Perdomo's dancing caught his attention. Pitch 51 from Glasnow. Perdomo running for third. Not going to matter as Smith is frozen with a fastball. Strike 3. Diamondbacks tack on another 2-0 deficit for the Dodgers once again. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Good times. Special times here in LA. Third and final game of the opening series against Arizona. Players got their rings last night. Tonight, the staff, their hardware delivered.
I thought it was great during the ceremony. The players were all up on the railing and everyone was out on the bench to support all the people that support them.
Second strike called on Andy Pages. Pages, Rojas, and then Ohtani due up for the Dodgers in the third. Changeup slips away. Pages 2 for 7 to start the year. Big swing on opening day, 3-run homer. 1-2. Roll to the left side. Perdomo to his left. Scoops in the glove. Throws across his body. Got him. Excellent play by Perdomo. The stretch from Santana. Will the Dodgers issue a challenge?
Very close. It's one of those foot over the bag or foot on the bag. Wow.
No challenge.
Just barely out.
Number 72, Miguel Rojas.
Second start of the series for Miguel Rojas. Rojas wanted to be WBC teammates with Eduardo Rodriguez. That chance denied because of an insurance issue. Drives one toward right center field. Carroll quickly cuts it off. Rojas with a wide turn. Well played by the Diamondback right fielder to get it in quickly and limit Rojas to a single.
Well, in talking to Dave Roberts about important places in the batting order, we talk about the guy in the 9-hole. Last night, Alex Freeland set up himself and set up Ohtani, and now Miguel Rojas does it.
Tying run at the plate for the Dodgers in the bottom of the third, 2-0 Arizona. Only one out. The first pitch from Rodriguez. Hooks low and away. Shohei led off the game with a walk. White off the bases and Betts inning-ending double play. Rodriguez twirls and misses again. Ohtani 5 for 19 against Rodriguez, 3 extra base hits and 5 walks. The lefty kicks and fires. Ohtani takes a huge cut and fouls back a strike into the net. In the dirt, 3 balls and a strike. The block from McCann. Keep Rojas on first base. Kyle Tucker.
Shohei stays disciplined right here. I'm not sure he's going to get a strike. Maybe one out of the next 2 pitches, but I don't think he'll get both.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes low.
It's a good job right there. Guy comes into the game hitting 167. MVP already on his mantle, a few of them. Looking for another one and still stays disciplined right there.
Second walk for Ohtani. And now a word from Carl's Jr.
What the cluck? The new Western Bacon Chicken Sandwich. Only at Carl's Jr.
Dodgers will have their first plate appearance with a runner in scoring position tonight. Tying runs aboard for Kyle Tucker.
For the Dodgers, number 23, Kyle Tucker.
First time through the order, Dodgers have 3 out of 9 guys reach. Second time through the order, 1 batter, 1 reaches.
Rodriguez with the first pitch. Low and away. First and second, 1 out in the third. The Dodgers trailing by a pair.
Elite eye-hand coordination. When you can check swing on that breaking ball first pitch just off the edge and then have that aggressive a swing on the next pitch on the inner half. With some good eyes.
Ready for the 1-1. Rodriguez misses away.
It is amazing to see hitters like this, one after the other, have command of the strike zone. And what that does to a pitcher, it becomes not only a physical battle, but a mental battle. It is draining.
2 on, 1 out. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Mostly fastball changeup to righties. Mostly fastball breaking ball to lefties.
Tucker's left on left splits as good as any. Dodgers not going to bump him down just because there's a lefty on the mound. But Rodriguez sits Tucker down for the second time tonight.
It's a well-pitched at bat and a good battle by Kyle Tucker.
Number 50.
You think Mookie in his prime, and he gets a hit right here, boy, he's been looking good through spring, looking good in the first few games. This is set perfectly for him.
2 on, 2 out. The Dodgers trail by 2. Rodriguez looks Rojas back to second base. Bats 0 for 1. Ended the first grounding into a 5-4-3 double play. The first offering from the lefty. Up and away.
If Mookie pulls the ball, he wants it to be in the air, not on the ground. If he goes to the opposite field, he wants it to be on the line, not popped up.
That's skies it to left. Routine for Barossa. Jogs in and ends the inning. So the Dodgers strand a pair in the third and continue to trail by 2.
The first 40,000 fans in attendance on Monday will receive a back-to-back World Champions hoodie courtesy of Bank of America. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Coming out the gate swinging here in 2026. The promotions. Speaking of, Tyler Glasnow finished the last inning with his third strikeout. 4 away from free Jumbo Jacks for everybody tomorrow in Los Angeles after you buy a large drink. Arenado jam, pops it in the air, then it'll drift out of play. Ball and a strike.
If we go get a Jumbo Jack, I got your drink.
Thanks, partner. That is very thoughtful.
I'd like to pick up the tab.
Yes. That's the trick, isn't it?
Wait, I got that. You get me the first meal on the road.
Yeah,
be about break even.
Right. On a 2-1, Arenado sends one to center field. Pages is waiting for it.
I don't know about you, but I am very comfortable when a ball is hit the center field. And in the World Series, I'm very comfortable when it's hit the left field. And he goes over there and gets it.
In left center. Every time you watch the play at this point, because you know the result, you just feel for Kike because he just got trucked. I really do believe Kike would have caught it.
I really do believe Kike thought we lost.
No,
laying on the ground.
He has said as much. Strike one to Thomas. Ernie Clement thought he had won the World Series. Kike, I got it, I got it, I got it. Get off me! There's Andy Pages. Thomas hits it well to right to Tucker. Another good swing from the Diamondbacks center fielder. This is out number 2 in the 4th. Kirsten Watson, what can you add on Andy?
Yeah, well, first I can tell you that Dave Roberts during spring, when he always picks a pick to click, and he said that Andy Pages, that is his guy this year, and it's for multiple reasons. For what he's been doing offensively to start the year, he's made a lot of improvement, just kind of better pitch selection, plate discipline, but really from what he's been doing in the outfield. And for him, the biggest focus.
Ground ball from Santana to Mookie Betts. Hang around, Kirsten will finish that story when we come back on Sportsnet LA. 2.5 Arizona in the middle of the 4th. World Champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Smith, Freeman, and Teoscar Hernandez due up for the Dodgers in the home half of the 4th. Down 2-0 to Arizona in the series finale. We're going to go down to Kirsten Watson to finish her story on Andy Pages.
Thanks, Stephen. Well, when it comes to his confidence in center field, he said for him, it's just the work he's been putting in. He's been very intentional, showing up early, working closely with Dino Ebel, and he said the more repetitions he's been getting during practice, that's what's allowing him just to have so much more confidence in his skills. Dino has shared that whenever he gives out just the defensive card or early ahead of the game, he said he shares with them, just take a hit away. And that is a motto that Andy, as well as actually Teoscar Hernandez, they've been living by, especially when it comes to their early work, guys.
Well, thank you for those insights, Kirsten. Andy will tell you, his offseason, not a lot of vacationing. Just a little downtime to catch his breath. He was exhausted at the end of last year's first full campaign, all the way through the World Series. But then it was just back to work. Smith swings and pops a second strike foul. 2-2. Leading off the 4th.
In general, he is not one to relax. He's a very intense person. Very serious about everything. And I don't say that in a negative light at all.
It's helped propel him to this point. The 2-2 from Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
The weakest part of this Diamondback team is their bullpen. So if you can't get to Rodriguez, at least build his pitch count that maybe you get to the underbelly of the team, which is pitchers that would pitch in the 5th or the 6th or the 7th.
Here's Freddie Freeman. 1 for 1 with his first hit of the season. Softly hit liner, but in a couple days, a couple weeks, that'll be a screaming shot up the middle. (0-2).
On the old school scorecard, you don't write down the velocity, the exit velocity. You just write down base hit.
I'm sure Freddie was tired of being reminded of the exit velocities of his first 8 plate appearances or the hang with hems he got coming back to the dugout. Behind 0-2, the pitch. Spoiled.
Execution thinking is what you try and prepare, but once you put it in play and get a result, it's hard to not think about results.
Another 0-2. Eyeballed by Freeman.
Those little cutters off the outside part of the plate that the lefties have taken. Rodriguez has got to be shaking his head like, these guys are tough.
Ball and 2 strikes. That one's well struck into right center field. Freddie Freeman 2 for 2.
Does that make him 2 for 10 on the season? And 2 tonight. So out of 10 at bats, he's hit the ball hard half the time, but only has 2 to show for it.
No one was hitting it harder in the spring than Teoscar Hernandez. Cut and fouls back to Cutter. 0-1.
Cutter that did not get all the way in, trying to jam him a little bit, make it look like a ball in the inner half, and then go in on his hands. But that was more middle to inner half. Ooh.
Game was set up on the outer half, and Hernandez couldn't check up his swing. 0-2. Tying run at the plate for the Dodgers, bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Diamondbacks. Rodriguez disengages for the first time.
Teo's got to be a little bit right field conscious here. With the good changeup, he throws the righties away. Fight off something hard inside.
The 0-2 stays up there.
Good take. Conventional pitch here is change up away.
Freeman on first, 1 out.
Doubling up in.
The 1-2 from Rodriguez. Misses inside. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Rodriguez. 4th in the game.
Change up away, made him conscious of the ball in with cutters and fastballs, and then went to the out pitch against righties, which is that changeup that looks like it's on the corner and fades away.
Up to Espinal to continue the fourth inning. Freeman still on first. Now 2 outs. Check swing. Strike 1 foul. Seventh MLB season for Santiago Espinal. Debuted with Toronto in 2020, 4 years with the Blue Jays, 1 All-Star appearance, then traded to Cincinnati. Well, down years with the Reds, now finding a new home with the Dodgers to start 2026. Strike 2, tap foul. For Espinal, it's simply about getting back to who he was in 2022. You made reference to the leg kick that they're trying to dial in. He wants that leg kick back, kind of went away from it with the Reds. Helps him get on time. The 0-2. Takes a change up low.
There with 2 strikes, he cut it down. It was almost, I would say, at least half, maybe even less than what it was earlier in the count.
The 1-2. Same pitch, same result. The changeup taken low.
They're feasting on his aggressiveness at the plate. All pitches right so far have been pulling the string. They try and light him up inside or stick with it.
Strike 3. Got him with the cutter. 3 Ks for Rodriguez in a scoreless 4th. Stranding Freeman. Discipline that delivers, brought to you by Vanguard.
Last night, Kyle Tucker going in the corner, starting a relay, cut the runner down at home with a good tag from Will Smith. And then one more time, this time at third, and another. Those were last night, and then a nice grab earlier here tonight.
Tyler Glasnow still in the game, top of the 5th, 2-0 Arizona.
Not just a bat in right field, a great defender.
Quickly 0-2 on James McCann, who struck out his first time up. He was finishing the 2nd inning. Off day for Moreno, the starting catcher. Three pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out for Glasnow in the 5th.
Sometimes you get the hitter out, sometimes they get themselves out.
Now in the 9th spot, Jorge Barroso has been a factor in his first game of the season. Led off the 3rd with a double, came around to score. Flash bunt, pulled back and took a strike. Glasnow been standing patiently on the mound, waiting for Barossa to step back in. So now the 0-1. Slider misses. Spun out of the way, lost the bat, trying to avoid that sinker. 2 balls and a strike.
Hands get quicker getting him out of the way. He was trying to get his elbow out there, just released it.
So another one from Glasnow that misses the zone. Ball 3. Ketel Marte, top of the order, is next.
65 pitches, pitch count well under control.
7 pitch, 4th really helped him out in that regard. Counts full. Barossa generally thought that was all 4. Huh?
Didn't want to challenge it.
So now the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
5th K in 4 2/3 inning for Tyler Glasnow. Didn't have his first K until the 7th hitter came up in the game, but he has been mowing him down since.
Now the 3rd time through the order starts with strike 1 to Marte. Switch hitting second baseman 0 for 2. Couple ground outs to Freddie Freeman.
2 out, nobody on, down 2-0, 5th inning. You're just thinking right here, yes, get him out, but number one thing is keep him in the ballpark. Make them string hits together to turn this inning around for the offense.
The 0-2. Curveball misses low. Shake, a nod, and now the pitch. Really hits him with a sinker. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Glasnow to Marte. Did not offer the curve. From 0-2 to 3-2. Marte not only a dangerous hitter, but a pesky one.
Yes.
The payoff pitch. Curveball, check swing, no swing.
I think he could challenge that. I think Glasnow might have. He wanted it.
Mark Pryor going to come out and have a chat with Glasnow. Now it's 73 pitches.
Definitely on the plate. It's all about the height.
Well, the Dodgers only have one more ABS challenge.
Wow. It's barely low if it is.
Remember when Smith challenged the first time, it was on a pitch below the zone. And so perhaps the combination of that and wanting to hold one for a late leverage situation, leading Smith to hold the hand down. Mound visit comes to a close. We'll listen to a quick word from Morongo.
Everclear, live April 4th. Get tickets now. Morongo.
Glasnow was a strike away from punching out the side, but now finds himself with traffic on first with Marte and Corbin Carroll the batter. Curveball away. Ground ball to second. Gobbled up by Rojas. And the top of the 5th comes to a close. No change in the score. 2-0 Arizona. We're halfway home. Watching back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA. And it's brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Diamondbacks lead the Dodgers 2-0. Bottom of the fifth, bottom of the order. Pages, then Rojas, and then Ohtani. And the Dodgers hope to follow the same script of the first two nights, Oral. Spot the Diamondbacks a 2-0 lead and rally for a comeback win. Fly to the right side where Carroll drifts toward the line and makes the catch.
48 comeback wins in the regular season last year. 6 more in the playoffs.
And 2 more to start this 2026 regular season.
Number 72, Miguel Rojas.
Well, this is reminiscent of the Rodriguez that we watched in the World Baseball Classic. The Dodgers have had some base runners on, some opportunities, but like Team USA, Dodgers have yet to break through and scratch a run across the left-hander. They have stranded 4 runners in the first 4 innings.
WBC, he went 4 1/3, only gave up 1 hit, 1 walk. Here today with the Dodgers, shutting him out. Only 3 hits, a couple of walks. Freddie Freeman with 2 hits, and the guy at the plate with the other one.
Rojas hits it hard through the left side. And Rojas 2 for 2.
Freddie Freeman, a World Series hero. Miguel Rojas, a World Series hero. Those 2 guys tonight have all the hits for the Dodgers.
Rojas does his job as a number 9 hitter. Find a way on for this guy. Tying run at the plate, 1 on, 1 out in the 5th. Ohtani has walked twice so far. Rodriguez misses with ball 1 down and away.
Shohei has not gotten any pitches to swing at, and when he has been able to swing, they've crowded him with the fastball. He is very good at hitting mistakes, but Rodriguez really has not made mistakes and has been very patient to just let him go stand over there at first base.
Rodriguez twirls. Ohtani takes, and it's a strike to even the count. There is a silence and a calm to Ohtani in the batter's box. A challenge coming from James McCann after his call ball 2.
The pitch was called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
First challenge for McCann, an ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile.
This is
Just
a strike.
catches the
Arizona has
edge
2 challenges remaining.
by a lace.
17-inch plate, but when you can use the whole width of the ball on both sides, it gets wider.
Flips the count. Instead of 2-1, a ball and 2 strikes. Rodriguez comes set. And spikes a changeup in the dirt. One on, 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rodriguez comes home. Ohtani bounces the ball to Marte at second. To Perdomo. And now the turn. 4-6-3. Inning over. The Dodgers still cannot solve Eduardo Rodriguez. 2-0 Arizona. On to the 6th.
It's time for Dodger Derby presented by Jacoby Myers. We are up.
T-Mobile members get free MLB.TV. Redeem at T-Mobile.com/MLB. Set for the 6th. Dodgers trailing Arizona 2-0. Diamondbacks got a run in the first, another in the third. All zeros outside of that. Ball 1 to Geraldo Perdomo. 3, 4, and 5 to face Glasnow in the 6th. Perdomo has one of the 4 Diamondback hits. There was a single in the third and stole a base. Perdomo leans back. Hit in the air to right field. Tucker in the corner at the wall. He jumps and brings it back.
The at-bat starts and ends right here with a high curveball to a high glove out.
What that means to Tyler Glasnow, 1 gone in the 6th, and the deficit stays at 2.
There are shutdown innings after your team scores that are important, but this is a shutdown inning when you're down by 2 to keep it there.
Wave and a miss. A ball and a strike on Smith. 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a strikeout. That's strike 2.
Nice catch.
Curveball, but no swing. 2-2. That fills the count. The next pitch from Glasnow will be number 85 on the night. The 3-2 to Smith. Strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Glasnow. 2 gone in the 6th inning.
Little two-seamer that comes back, locks him up. See that tailing action at the end that comes over and hits the corner.
Ball 1 low to Nolan Arenado. On the 1-1. Glasnow misses away.
Same situation, 2 out, nobody on. Keep him in the ballpark first of all.
Swings through, strike 2.
That ball just fell off the table. Went straight down like a ball's rolling on your kitchen table and then falls off the edge.
As when he wants. The 2-2. Hit to second. No problem for Miguel Rojas. A 1-2-3-6 for Glasnow, keeping the Dodger deficit at 2. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. The hot mess is back as a munchie meal for Jack's 75th anniversary. Dodgers hoping it's time for some runs. Bottom of the 6th, Diamondbacks 2, the Dodgers nothing. Kyle Tucker takes a rip at Eduardo Rodriguez's first pitch of the inning and fouls a strike over the net. Rodriguez has held down this vaunted offense. 5 shutout frames, 4 hits, a couple of walks, 5 Ks. That was just his 78th pitch of the night. Ground ball to Santana. A hit it off the heel. Tucker in a foot race, and he wins it. Instead of turning the glove over to his backhand, he tried to bring it over. It knocked the ball away instead of securing it.
Usually a very sure fielder, and Rodriguez falling towards third base and then taking a straight pattern, loses where the bag is going to be, and Tucker is safe. You can run as fast as you can as a pitcher towards first base, and to know where the base is without looking at it, just line yourself up as second base and throw your foot back. But he's trying to catch the ball and find the base. The base you should be able to find without looking at it.
Jonathan Loizaga just got up a little while ago, but Torey Lovullo is still going to make a change after pitch 79, tying run at the plate for the Dodgers with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th.
2026 Dodgers season ticket membership. Sign up today. Selected memberships include access to the best matchups and exclusive member events. Visit Dodgers.com/memberships.
Right-hander Jonathan Loaisiga pitching for a second straight night. Hitting in a third in game 2. Spotless, struck out a batter. 14 pitches, 8 strikes. Mookie Betts is the tying run at the plate for the Dodgers in the 6th. 2-0 D-backs. First pitch not close on that curve.
This is the underbelly of their team. This is the place where last year it was the most in the National League as far as blown saves, and this year the Dodgers have gotten to the pen in the first 2 games.
Betts flips one in the air to shallow right field. Marte going back. It's Carroll coming in who makes the catch. One gone.
Looks like the game face has been dropped from Tyler Glass now, and he'll be done, and we'll see Alex Vesia next inning.
Well, maybe Will Smith has some birthday and bobblehead night magic here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 on, 1 out, 2-0 Arizona. Ball one outside from Loaisiga. Smith is 0 for 2. Struck out his last plate appearance against Eduardo Rodriguez. He loves Smith against lefties, but Rodriguez, for whatever reason, is one that he hasn't been able to solve yet in his career. Now facing a righty in Loaisiga, checks Tucker back to the bag. The 1-0. Good cut.
Got one to hit right there. Middle with a little tailing action. The ball stays on the barrel. He just missed it.
It's a sinker at 98 for Loaisiga. At one time was a key piece in the back end of the Yankee bullpen. Tucker dancing off first, staying for the 1-1 pitch, which hooks away. Two balls and a strike. Loaisiga throws over to Tucker. It's disengagement number 2.
Down by 2 runs with power hitters the next 2. You could say power hitters the next whole lineup. I don't think he's going anywhere over there. Whoa, he is going over there.
Tucker runs and he will take second base. I mean, Loaisiga was not paying any attention to him.
His lead was like a secondary lead before Loaisiga even delivered the ball home. Watch this. That's like a delayed steal lead, but a little early.
Trying to cut into it. Now 3-1. Smith bounces a ball to Arenado. Fair ball just inside the line. And he makes those plays look easy. 2 outs.
You hit a ball in this area and you're leaving home plate and you're thinking, I've got a shot for sure to get a hit, but not with that guy.
First baseman.
You're out by 3 strides.
One more out to play within the 6th. Still 2-0 Arizona. Tucker on second. Freddie Freeman. Late time call by Loaisiga's own catcher. Want to make sure they're on the same page, facing one of the best hitters in the world, who is 2 for 2.
Well, Freddie hit 1 easy and 1 hard and got 2 hits. He deserves it after the first 2 games, taking it 0 for 8. Hitting the ball hard half the time in those first 2 games and got nothing to show for it tonight. Swinging the hottest bat in the lineup, he and Miguel Rojas.
Strike one fouled away.
Shortstop way up the middle. Big Mack truck hole on the left side. Don't be afraid of, think about Freddie just shooting that hole for a base hit and get an RBI.
Up and away, a ball and a strike.
98-mile-an-hour fastball on the mound. Easy to stay inside that and just push it off yourself with a firm ground ball to where the shortstop plays conventionally.
On a 1-1, Loaizaga misses down and in. Given that these two have spent their careers in different leagues, small sample size, even 0 for 4 with a strikeout against the Diamondback right-hander. Here's the 2-1. Jack swing on a curve upstairs, no swing. As Corey Blazer down at third.
And Freddie got away with one there. That was definitely a swing.
Can he take advantage of it now? Ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Yes, he can! Down the left field line. Tucker is in. Some trouble in left for Barossa. An RBI double for Freddie Freeman, and the deficit cut in half.
Forget the hole at shortstop. Let's hit it down the line by one of the best fielders in the big leagues. The hit tool continues with 2 outs, and Freddie Freeman 3 for 3 tonight with an RBI.
Tying run on second with Freeman. Still 2 outs in the 6th. Teoscar Hernandez, what do you got? Takes ball 1. I think Loaizaga wanted to challenge that. McCann didn't oblige. Swing and a miss. Not going to swing at that curve, blown outside. Advantage, Teo, 2-1. Pinch hitter on deck. Max Muncy. No left-handers in the Diamondback bullpen. With the left-handed starter out of the game, Muncy getting ready to go. The 2-1 pitch. Tap foul.
You got the hanger right there. Couple of sinkers, and then to try and train him with the curveball. And that one right there was a juicy one to hit.
Still has life at 2-2. He goes fishing. Strikes out swinging on a curve, stranding Freddie Freeman, but the Dodgers get 1. And it's now 2-1 Arizona. Tyler Glasnow's Saturday night is done. 6 innings, 2 runs, both of them earned on 4 hits and a walk, struck out 6. Now a call to the bullpen brought to you by Jacoby and Myers.
Alex Vesia will be going in the game, but this bullpen has been lights out. If he gets 1 out without giving up a run, they will have thrown a complete game shutout so far in 2.5 games. They have been locked and loaded.
First pitch out of the bullpen is a strike to Alec Thomas. 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the D-backs. It's now a 1-run game. The Dodgers finally broke through in the bottom of the 6th. Got some help from an error by Santana at first and what appeared to be a missed check swing call. Swing and a miss for Thomas. 0-2. Fly ball, shallow left field. Teoscar Hernandez does not have an issue with that. Out number 1 in the 7th inning as the Dodgers see Alex Vesia for a 2nd straight night. It was a strong and an emotional official return to the mound on Friday here in L.A., Kirsten.
Yeah, Stephen, it was. But with talking to Alex, as much as he really appreciated the ovation from the fans and being able to connect with them, he said what he was grateful for when he looked at this offseason. His focus was just getting 1% better every single day. That's on the mound. That was in the gym. He did get stronger, so he's put on a little bit of weight this offseason. But for him, he said, coming into the season, he just wanted all of his pitches to be there. He said he can use all 3 of them right now. He feels like they're in a really good spot. And so he feels like this start has been excellent thus far, guys.
Thank you, Kirsten. Now facing Carlos Santana. Evens the count with strike 1.
When you think of Alex Vesia being a 3-pitch pitcher, that is some serious growth through his career. That high fastball right there is the foundational pitch that got him to the big leagues. Great spin rate, great ability to locate it where it's tantalizing at the top of the strike zone or just out of the strike zone. And the changeup and then the slider, which really put him into an elite status with relievers. The Dodger fans' hearts have exploded for this young man.
Slider just misses the inside corner. 2-2 on Santana.
That slider was a baby slider when he first started throwing it, and it was really a lot of work to get it to break more and then to have the depth that it just had.
Tap to first. Freeman to Vesia covering the bag. Out number 2.
Look at that footwork even after tagging the bag, and starts the throw around the infield over to Mookie Betts.
How can you not?
Endless energy.
How can you not?
Energy that is
infectious,
natural, and also out of a can.
But also genuine.
Oh, it's so genuine. It is his game face. Turn back the clock for those of you about 50, 60 years old and you're thinking about Al Hrabosky, the mad Hungarian.
Even a miss, strike 1 on the can.
Gets off the mound as a lefty falling towards third, beats the runner to first, and continues his sprint and cardio work. The pitch clock was the first big adjustment after something other than developing his arsenal.
Needs 1 more out to finish the 7th to keep it 2-1.
He's had to cut down his original gyrations and pep talks and walks around the mound like he's doing right here. You get a little bit more time when you have a foul ball and get a new ball. Everything's kind of sped up, but he still gets to do the things that make him comfortable.
Fly ball to right. Tucker underneath it as a ball comes out of the Arizona bullpen. Thankfully, no problems for Tucker in right. Finishing a 1-2-3 top of the 7th. So stand and stretch. It's time for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Sit and Sleep.
First 40,000 fans in attendance on Monday will receive a back-to-back World Champions hoodie courtesy of Bank of America. Visit Dodgers.com/promotion.
Alex Vesia did his job, pitching on a second straight night. He gets 3 outs in succession in the top of the 7th. Holds the scoreboard at 2-1. Back to the bullpen go the Diamondbacks, bringing in a veteran in Joe Ross to face 7, 8, and 9 in the Dodger lineup. It was Santiago Espinal's spot to start, but now it belongs to Max Muncy.
Part of the world champion Nationals back in 2019. They beat the Astros. Dodger fans like that. Max up there has been 1 for 4 in the series, but he has 3 walks also, so an on-base machine.
It's a little underneath that sinker. A ball and a strike.
Not enough power to hit it all to any field.
Ross is 1-1. A wave and a miss from Muncy. Muncy 2 for 7 in his career against Ross. Both hits are singles. A ball and 2 strikes. The pitch will wait. There's a pitch clock violation on Ross.
It's called a lot tighter here in Major League Baseball than it is in the NFL with the delay of game, where the official sees the clock and then looks for the snap. Here, you lose the clock, you're done.
Muncy uses those eyes to take ball 3, filling the count. Let's see a payoff. On the ground, right side, diving stop by Marte, up and throwing. Got him by a half step.
Ball needed to get away from Marte about 6 more inches farther. He was able to knock it down. It didn't roll too far away. Max is busting it out of the box the whole way. That rolls up his arm, is just there. Half a stride away from him, picks it up, throws him out from his knees. Bang, bang, but out.
One out in the 7th. D-backs 2, Dodgers 1. Andy Pages swings and misses, strike 1. Alex Freeland ready to follow Max Muncy's lead as a pinch hitter in the 7th. He's stepping in for Miguel Rojas. Oh, and 2. Ross's 2-strike pitch. Slider away. It was called a ball, but McCann liked the location. Breaking balls and breaking balls away. There was a time where that was a kryptonite for Pages, but he's done great work to close that hole in his offensive game. 2-2.
All right-handed hitters are going to struggle with those breaking balls away sometime during the season. The key is to not struggle very long, to shorten the cold streaks and lengthen the hot streaks when you have command of the strike zone. He got a little loose with the slider yesterday. It was really good in day 1. Hit a home run with on a curveball that was hung a little bit. Doing a much better job here again tonight.
The 2-2 from Ross. Not close. Ball out of hand. Second straight full count to start this inning.
Information exchange, and Ross has given him a lot.
The payoff. Pages pops it up. Middle of the diamond for Perdomo. That will be the second.
Alex Freeland has been a igniter for the team. 2 outs, nobody on, trying to set it up for that man.
2 outs, bases empty. 2-1 Arizona. Ball 1 to Freeland. First start of the year. First home run of the year. Part of a 2-for-3 night at the plate. Both hits went for extra bases.
Fell behind in that count 0-2. Worked it all the way back to where he could get a fastball in the inner half of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Not going to swing at that splitter that slipped away from Ross. 2-0. You're feeling, you might be thinking, I'm going to get a pitch because of the guy on deck.
In some ways, you better get 2 pitches because that might be taken here.
Freeland fly to left. Didn't get all of it, though. Barossa in front of the warning track. Ends the 7th inning. On to the 8th. Still 2-1 D-backs. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Vanguard. Discipline that delivers. Dodgers trailing by a run as we enter the late innings. Max Muncy stays in the game after pinch hitting for Espinal. He's at third, and Freeland does the same at second for Rojas. Now pitching for the Dodgers, Will Klein.
It is exciting to be here at Dodger Stadium and listen to the euphoric hangover of the World Series. And all of these guys are getting huge ovations. From winning the World Series to having the parade to the banner raising in Game 1, the rings yesterday, and these fans are still given standing ovations as these guys get announced into the game.
And I think that's going to be how it goes for a while.
I hope so. It makes this place light up. You've got to get a ticket here and see what this is all about.
2 balls and a strike for Klein, facing Barossa, the number 9 hitter. Marte on deck, Carroll in the hole. Swings through, strike 2.
This is my pick to have an elite year. A subtle elite year. Slightly unexpected. But what I saw in spring training and what he did in the World Series, he is a different person now. It has always been get it in the strike zone because his 2 pitches are top notch.
Well, that one pizza joint may not recognize him, but I think you will at Jack in the Box tomorrow because he just got you free Jumbo Jacks with the 7th strikeout of the night for the Dodgers. Of course, valid only in Los Angeles after you buy a large drink.
I'll buy yours, partner.
That is so kind.
Thank you. Do you want extra ice or just
no ice actually?
Go no ice.
Then you get more.
You're eccentric.
No ice and a cup of ice on the side.
Oh wow, you are ripping them off.
I have the turntables. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 1 to Marte.
15-mile-an-hour differential between the elite fastball that tops out around 100 and then that 85-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Hello. If he throws a breaking ball right down the middle, starts right down the middle, ends up bouncing on the plate, Marte has to swing at it. And he will be out, headed back towards the bench.
Just got a piece of that fastball at 98 from Klein.
Tried to climb the ladder. Marte shortened up, just gave it a little chop swing.
He'll try again.
Oh, what a take. That's the pitch I was looking for. I thought he would bite.
Good pitch, better take. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bouncing ball off of Klein's glove. Going to make the play impossible. Marte reaches.
Marte did a great job staying alive right there and then hitting it weakly, but still gave himself a chance, and the chance turned into an infield hit.
Klein's reaction. Well, he almost had it, but if he just lets it go, maybe a better chance for Mookie to make a play on it. Obviously it didn't happen, so the inning continues with strike 1 to Corbin Carroll. Fastball off the inside edge. 1-1. Swung on, bounce to Freddie Freeman. Throws to Mookie Betts for one. They're not going to try and turn it against Carroll.
Freddie did an outstanding job because he ranges off of first base, but then as he goes to get the ball of his glove, it doesn't come out cleanly. So he cleans his footwork up and just makes sure of one. You watch this as he comes off, and then watch the exchange. There's a little bit of a hesitation there, but he gets it out, takes one extra step, gets himself aligned with Mookie, and just feeds him a strike.
Their dangerous D-back, Geraldo Perdomo, launches high in the air right side of the infield. Freeland squeezes. Out number 3 in the 8th inning. 7.5 complete. Shohei Ohtani leads off when we come back. After the game, it's Access Sportsnet Dodgers presented by Mercury Insurance. Out in Club Ravine, John Hartung, Jerry Harrison Jr., and Nomar Garcia-Parra. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Dodgers down by 1. Big boys due up, starting with the biggest in Shohei Ohtani against Juan Murillo. He's taking the first pitch all the way. It's a strike at the top of the zone. Second appearance of this opening series for the right-hander Murillo. A friend of the organization. Up and away, a ball and a strike. Ohtani 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Fastball catches the outside corner. 1-2.
When Shohei looks at 3 fastballs to start the at-bat, it seems that he was hunting something off speed. Now he's going to have to protect with those strong hands.
Takes time to recalibrate. Behind 1-2. The Dodgers behind 2-1. Fastball misses at 99, and the count squares up. The 2-2, not close. Triple digits on the heater, but way outside. Now 3-2. Full count. Murillo's payoff. Ohtani swings and taps it foul.
That was ball 4. And Shohei was guessing heater, got heater, but it wasn't where he wanted it at all. Very fortunate, really a tremendous talent just to foul that ball off.
Count remains full. Another 3-2. On the ground at first. Stabbed by Santana. First out of the 8th.
That was the best pitch to hit. He saw all fastballs, all 7 pitches. The last one was very close to the middle of the plate.
Attention turns to Kyle Tucker. 0 for 3. Reached on an error in the 6th. Stole second base and then scored the Dodgers' first and only run so far. 2-1 Arizona. Bases empty, 1 out in the 8th. Tries to ambush the first pitch, but he whiffs on a fastball. They say he went around, so it's 0-2.
92-mile-an-hour changeup, a tremendous run. A little shorter swing than Freddie Freeman. That Freddie got a no swing call. Tucker got a K out of it.
I think all things considered, the Dodgers will take the trade, given that Freeman's led to the first run. Whereas this one, Tucker still has a chance. Well, opening night delivered in the 7th. Last night in the 8th. The Dodgers efforting a comeback and a sweep on Saturday. Can Tucker do it again, or at least get on for Mookie Betts? The 0-2, up and away. On a 1-2. Tucker breaks his bat, rolls it to Arenado. 2 gone. One more out to work with in the 8th. Dodgers trailing by a run. Here's Mookie Betts. Oh. McCann whiffed on the catch and it hit Jensen Visconti, the home plate umpire.
Mookie with a little bit of a check swing and maybe. Wow. That might have been a mix up on the pitch call for him to whiff on that.
And so now not only is Visconti checking his equipment, he himself is going to have to be checked on.
Give him as much time as possible to get the cobwebs out. Make sure all the equipment is in good order.
It's good to see Visconti smiling and laughing. Be able to throw a warm-up pitch and then we'll reset. McCann, respected catcher in this league for a long time.
I'm sure he has apologized profusely.
Rio looks to have stayed locked in. The 1-0 pitch misses in on Mookie. Dodgers running out of outs. Only 4 left. But behind by just 1 run. Mookie 0 for 3 so far. Jumps around out of the way of the 3-0.
Green light for sure.
Not going to swing at that. It's a 4-pitch, 2-out walk. Tying run on for the Dodgers in the 8th.
And here's Will Smith. A chance to hand out a present on his birthday.
Perhaps. And Oral, given what we have seen from this latest number 16 in his Dodger career, there aren't many other guys you'd rather have up there.
His pulse didn't change in the World Series. His pulse won't change tonight on his birthday and his bobblehead.
Betts on first. 2 outs in the 8th. Murillo to Smith. He takes strike 1.
Will was just taking inventory right there, checking out a release point, timing the velocity.
Takes a cut at a fastball, rips it into the net, foul. 0-2. Behind 0-2. The pitch. Dives downstairs. Seems to be a little bit of a nervous energy from this crowd here at home instead of bringing the stress to Murillo on the mound. The 1-2. Smith takes another bow.
Great takes. You know, he sped up with the 2 fastballs to start the count and then 2 breaking balls away that he didn't bite at.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Murillo is set. Roger foul, out play on the first base side. Another 2-2. Another foul ball, right field side.
Clayton Kershaw worked game 1 of the year for NBC, and he multiple times pointed out how Will Smith's short arms help him so much on fighting off those inside pitches and also hitting them. Last 2, that's what he did.
Smith drills one, left center field. It is gone! Number 16, time and again in clutch time. Pitching change for the Diamondbacks after some birthday and bobblehead night magic from Will Smith. From down 1 to up 1 in the 8th 8th inning, not done. Back in a moment. Will Smith catching his breath after rounding the bases on his go-ahead two-run homer, making it 3-2 Dodgers in the 8th and bringing us closer to the trumpets. Paul Sewald, the Diamondback closer against Freddie Freeman. Strike one.
The magic continues. 31st birthday. Bobblehead night, 8th inning home run to put him on top.
Freddie Freeman trying to go 4 for 4 at the plate now.
Edwin Diaz finishes this off. I wonder who Kirsten will interview.
I think we got an early guess. Stay tuned. Gonna finish this one first. Bounces the 0-2 pitch foul. Now Freeman's turn, right center field. Thomas at the wall, and he makes the catch as Freddie once again sends one to the warning track. And the 8th inning comes to a close. But Will Smith has turned the scoreboard upside down. Now getting ready for the 9th. Tiana Tate bringing Edwin Diaz into the ball game for a second straight night.
You were talking a little bit ago as there was some nervous energy in the crowd and it was a lot quieter than we expected. Well, Will Smith woke him up and the trumpet entrance kept it going.
Will Smith supplied the percussion. Diaz brings the horns. The Dodgers 3 outs away. Pavin Smith, Nolan Arenado, and Alec Thomas coming up here in the top of the ninth. Diaz recorded his first save on Friday. 17 pitches. Walked a batter, struck out 2. Fly ball in the air to right center field. Pages has a read. And the first out.
Edwin Diaz is a realtor. He believes in location. Location, location. He is not out there throwing. He is a closer that pitches. It's 2 pitches moving in opposite directions, headed for corners. He likes the corner lots.
And a corner infielder in Arenado. Ball 1 low and outside. The Dodgers ahead by 1 run.
The pitch was called a ball. The pitcher is challenging.
Edwin Diaz issuing a challenge. The Dodgers have 1 left. T-Mobile powering the latest ABS challenge.
Los Angeles is out of challenges.
The Dodgers go 0 for 2 here tonight.
He can go over on challenges, just not on save opportunities.
Arenado flips it to shallow center. 2 gone.
2 gone. 1 out away from 2 for 2 as far as saves.
If you're a Diamondback fan, though, this is probably the guy you want up there outside of your big 3 at the top and Marte, Carroll, and Perdomo. The way Alec Thomas has swung the bat throughout this series. Potential for some trouble. He has pop. Nearly hit with a fastball in. Ball and a strike.
Sends the fastball in on the first pitch and then goes high and away with some tailing action to keep the ball out of the short porch in right field.
Sprayed to left center field. Hernandez is there, and that's a sweep for LA. 3 comeback wins to kick off 2026.
Tyler Glasnow was solid. Will Smith was spectacular in his last at bat, and Edwin Diaz, a brilliant finish. 3 up, 3 down.
Will Smith came to the plate in the bottom of the 8th inning, 0 for 3. You can't come up empty on your bobblehead night or your birthday, can you? The answer from Smith an emphatic no. His wife, Cara, their daughters, Charlotte and Leighton, threw out the first pitch on Saturday. Will Smith had the last word. Edwin Diaz 2 for 2 in save opportunities as a Dodger. Just a heck of a way to open the season.
They've had the banner raising. They've had the ring ceremony. They gave rings to the supporting staff. And Will Smith was the star tonight.
Down to the field, Kirsten Watson has the birthday boy and hero.
I sure do. Well, Will, first and foremost, happy birthday. It is your bobblehead night. Something special tends to happen on these nights for you. Of course, that 2-run go-ahead run to win this game. What were you looking for against Murillo in that 2-2 count?
Yeah, thank you. No, he was kind of pumping me heaters there. I was taking the slider pretty well. I just got the barrel on a fastball and it snuck out.
Coming in clutch is what you do, but what is it like doing it back here at Unique Field at Dodger Stadium?
Yeah, there's nothing better than playing, in front of our home fans here at Dodger Stadium. Late in innings, you just don't, we never feel like we're out of the game. It always feels like someone's going to come up with a big hit. We keep applying pressure. Mookie got on right before me. And tonight it was me that got the big hit. So off day tomorrow and back at it on Monday.
When you think about just how this game started, of course I mentioned it is your bobblehead night, so that means your two daughters, Leighton and Charlotte, they threw out the first pitch. How special was it to share the field with them today?
Yeah, that was cool. I was warming up Glass now in the bullpen when they were out doing their thing, but got to see him really quick. I know Char was excited. He was excited to do this time for Dodger baseball too. They crushed it.
You mentioned Tyler Glass now, for him to throw 6 innings and then this bullpen, what they have been able to do to open this series. How would you describe the pitching staff this evening?
Yeah, really good. Really good. I think guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're pounding the zone. They're putting guys away. That's who they are. I'm just glad they're, getting some confidence these first couple of games and try to keep it rolling the rest of the year.
All right. Well, congratulations on this win. First sweep of the series, and happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Back to you, Stephen.
Thank you, Kirsten and Will. I don't think you can have a happier birthday than the one Will Smith just had, celebrating birthday number 31 with his girls kicking the festivities off on Saturday. He brought them to a close. On behalf of Oral Hershiser, Kirsten Watson, and our second-to-none crew, celebrating a birthday in that truck. Matt Graham, our graphics producer. Happy birthday, Matty G. We'll see you Monday back here at Blue Heaven.